Well, there you go. There's the components. Both the panels are disassembled, and got real lucky. It's not that hard to take apart and put back on. It's just screws and push pins, and they're in better shape than I expected after sitting in the field for 20 plus years, which we'll give them a little cleaning, and we're going to recolor those. Only one problem that I found was this busted. This was on the driver's side. This is the passenger side. That one's actually in really decent condition, and it's not busted up. It's not cracked up. So we're going to reuse that one. Gonna have to order one of them. Gonna have to order some felts. We're gonna recolor these, and I'm gonna show you the process of doing that. Hey, since you're watching, smash that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, share this around. Today, we're gonna color these. We're gonna make them look not new, but we're gonna make them look much better than they look now. That's for sure. And all this is this is Dawn and water. All it is, Dawn dishwashing liquid and water. And we just need to get all the nooks and crevices, all the old Armor All, Windex, whatever it was that they put on this thing over all these years. We need to get in all these nooks and crannies and get her clean. All right. And that's all Dawn dishwashing liquid. Listen, there's a reason they use it on waterfowl that get stuck in oil slicks. There's a reason, because Dawn takes grease out of your way. That's all they use. They don't use anything else but Dawn and water. And they soak them waterfowl down head to toe, or beak to tail, or beak, whatever, beak feathers, whatever. And this is what gets, raw crude oil off of birds that got stuck in an oil slick. So if it's good enough for that, it's good enough for this. And I just put it in a little bottle. It's probably a 20 to 1. I fill this up and give it a couple of squirts of Dawn. And oh yeah, see, look at there, looky there. Let it sit on it for a little bit. Trust me, this will get it off. And if you got some hard spots, that's easy enough too. Okay, what we don't want to do is we don't want to take the texture off of this, because these are molded in plastic and they definitely have a texture. All right, and the texture is what makes it it. So, all right, loosen all this up, and especially this top here. This top here, if you guys have any of these square bodies, you know that this top rail on this one, they take a lot of sunlight abuse. A lot of sunlight abuse, okay? But this will get in all the little nooks and crannies with a little simple brush. I think I got this at O'Reilly's for like $3 a long time ago. I've been using it for years. I use it on the interiors of the cars. Okay. And we're going to wipe this off. I got a spot right here. That's a stain right here. Doesn't want to come off. So SOS pad, Brillo pad, whatever you want to call it. We're going to give it some more liquid. Just a little rust spot right here. And we're just going to give it a little extra abrasive to get that to come off. And maybe a little bit around this right here, since that took some staining. But I don't want to use this. I'm not putting a lot of pressure. I'm just using the abrasive and the soap that's on the Brillo pad to basically just gently take that stain down. And it doesn't have to be 100%, because before we ever do this, we are going to also wipe this down with a solvent to make sure and get the last little bits off. But you know where the hard parts are on these things, the top here, and any stain that you find. This doesn't get a lot of abuse, and we'll get the dirt off of that. Okay, so we're gonna take this outside, and we're gonna take the I'm gonna do the other one, but we're gonna take them both outside, and we're gonna wash them down with the garden hose. Cleaned, wash, and I used the air and I blew them all dry. Got in all the little nooks and crannies. You can see there's still some little bit left over here and there, but really, where it matters, she's about as clean as you get. Now, they don't look actually too bad. Now, remember when I was telling you about the texture? I don't know if you can see it, but like the little divots and dings and things that's in this, I want to keep that because that's character for the truck, and that's the driver's side. This is the passenger side. And like I said, that little spot, you can't feel that. So that'll blend in just fine when we color this. And she still got a little wet. But all in all, with the character and the texture in this door panel, once we get this painted, she's going to look really, really nice. Since we were lucky enough that there's no holes and no corners or anything broke. I just want to give you a quick before and after. That's the color this panel was before. And that's not really a really good cleaning. Now, if I really wanted to clean that good, I'll put that in the dishwasher without the wife knowing it. But we're not going to say anything about that. But that's the before and after. And this was that color before and this is just that washing. But we're going to be continued. Let's get to the store and get some vinyl spray, and we're going to change color today. Okay, we've got them cleaned, we let them dry. I got them up on the corners with paint can caps because I want to be able to shoot this and get a nice angle on it. And we're going to use lacquer thinner. And we're going to wipe these down real good, and then I'm going to use a brand new rag for lacquer thinner. And don't be afraid to get this good and wet, because you need to get all the old nastiness off of this. See how much you're going to have to get this nice and wet, and you're going to have to just get all the old nastiness off this whole panel. This is what's going to help make the vinyl stain stick the best. And remember when I was telling you about all those little nooks and crannies? All the little nooks and crannies. And once one side starts looking real dirty, don't be afraid to get this wet. See, dirty, swap sides. It's wet on the other side. It'll have penetrating through to the other side. This is one of those jobs where you get the best results with the most amount of prep. Go ahead and wipe this armrest down too while we're at it. We're going to go ahead and shoot it since we've already cleaned it. We'll do a quick test hit. On the armrest. See if she shook up good enough or not. Yeah, I like it already. All right, here we go. And we're just going to do a nice light tack coat to begin with. Just to lay it down nice. And yep, there's the smell. Nothing else smells like vinyl spray. Doesn't smell like spray paint. It smells like vinyl spray. And I'm just laying down a tack coat. Because I just want that to tack up nice on the first hit. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for about 5-10 minutes and just let that tack up. Okay, that's coat number 2, and she's looking pretty good. Now the thing is, when you have patterns like this, lines, patterns, you have to basically do another coat to fill in. You have to go from both directions. You basically have to paint a panel to get really good coverage. You got to paint a panel from all 4 directions. Tack coat, tack coat, tack coat, tack coat, all 4 directions. And once you get that, then it's just a matter of time of letting it dry. But what I also did was where the sun damage is, and you can see now that it's painted, you can see where the texture's been rubbed over time, where people have run their, laid their arms, and she's going to be a little off just from the rubbage and just from basically the sanding, but this panel is going to turn out very nice. Now remember, this is just on this side, this is just the first tack coat, okay? And I'm just getting something a little sticky on there and let it sit for a little bit just to get it to hang, okay? And this is trick. This is what I used to do for a living. I used to take old Camaro and fiber parts, and I would fix all the vinyls, and I would sell the interior pieces on eBay. So this is right up my wheelhouse. And I learned over time exactly how to make this right. Now, I want to get you in here to see, like I was telling you. Now, see, from this angle, you can't really tell. But when you get in here on this angle, all them little nooks and crannies are still that blue. So you have to get in here and you have to paint these from different directions. And you have to just work it in. You have to go basically for a panel like this. You have to paint it from every direction. As you can see, you can see the blue. This is just a tack coat, but you have to paint from every direction, especially from the direction you're going to see it from, which is this is what you're going to see looking inside the door. Down here on the bottom, in the bottom, it doesn't have to be as perfect, but up in here, it needs to have good coatage, because I'll tell you exactly why. Because right here, where somebody's rested their arm all them years, and it's flattened it out, and basically the texture is gone. It's flat, which isn't bad. It'll take color just fine, but it doesn't look the same as this, or it doesn't look the same as this. Once you get to a certain point, it flattens out. So you need to have good coverage on this area, 2 or 3 good solid coats, because it's going to take abuse over time. And see, we just tack coating, and we got blue showing up, but you have to run paint, vinyl dye, from every direction, all 4 directions on this panel, and sometimes diagonally, just to get good coverage. It depends on the panel, but you just have to work yourself around in the panel. And the bottom is the easy one, because it's not going to see a lot of daylight, but it still needs a nice solid coat. See, looky here, coming in really nice. And see now this panel, see how that's everything is filled in. There's no nooks and crannies that are missing anything from any angle you look at it now. Nice. Very nice. So I got about a third of a can left. I've done this one. I've done the other one. And see, okay. See that blue? You want to pay attention to that. That's why I say you got to go all different directions. You got to give it a hit. You got to give it a hit. Because that little blue, see how that shows? You got to pay attention to the little things. We got nice coverage there. So once you get done, you just look it over good. I'm just looking. See, little blue, little blue, little bit blue, little bit blue, little bit blue. And that'll blend in. You got to worry about that. So we're going to let both of these sit for an hour. And I'm going to use, that's a nice product. That is actually, I used to use SEM, but that Dupli-Color is a really dynamite product. And it's where SEM would be like $21 a jar, that's $14. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're going to let them sit. I'm going to let them sit and cook for a little while, about an hour. And I'm just looking this one over real close. I'm happy with this. No missing nooks and crannies. We'll give the armrest a quick little redo here. Remember, all angles. Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Final product. And these are going to look really good inside that truck. The only thing I can tell you guys, and I'm going to let these sit. It's Sunday. These are going to sit here till Tuesday. I'm going to leave them be. I'm just going to let them sit. I'm going to let it cure, let it harden. But this is full can, Dupli-Color vinyl and fabric. That's part number. HVP 104 gloss black. Thumbs up. Nice product. I've used several different products over the years. This is my wheelhouse. Now, the last thing I want to say about any of this is that you want to think about what's going to be seen. When that panel is sitting in the door and you got your window crank, you got your armrest and everything, what's going to be seen by somebody looking inside the cab? It's going to be this area where the armrest is, and it's going to be when you open the door, you're going to see this area when you open the door. So these need to be the texture, the top, and the back end where it's going to get all the eyeballs. That's where you pay the most attention to get the best coverage from. And these turned out beautiful. And they'll even look better in the open air. And so did the armrest. The one good armrest, which you know they're unisex, you can put them on either side. So I got one good armrest that turned out really nice compared to, well, I'll give you a comparison. There you go. I mean, it doesn't get any plainer than that. I mean, I got one, it's got one little, see a little spot blemish? It's got one little spot in the vinyl, but come on. Tell me that ain't 1,000,000% better. Try this out. This was an hour and $14. And talk about a complete changeover. That's beautiful. Turned out really good. I'm really pleased with that product. That Dupli-Color product is very, very good. So if you're still here, like, share, subscribe. Y'all have a great day. It's a great day today. I mean, even better day tomorrow. Better door panels at least. Y'all be good.